are the Havdalah Maven, and thank you very, very much for being here once again. We're so glad that you're here.
My honor. Thank you, Rabbi.
And we're glad to Alana Vorspan. You see where she says Valley Beshalom? That's where she's making sure that we're all monitored together. And then also she and her family are celebrating with us as we're making Havdalah. So Cantor Baron, if you're ready, it's 8 o'clock. Shall I?
Yes, I am ready.
Yeah. Just make sure, are we doing this live to Facebook or just on Zoom?
Do you want me to trim
Not yet. No, not yet.
I don't know if I do that.
when it's time?
Hopefully Facebook.
Okay, great. Okay, come on, girls.
Go on this side, Michelle, to my room. And Jackie the dog is joining us tonight.
Yes.
Hi, Jackie.
Everybody ready?
We are ready.
Sing loud, Hoffmans.
In these last moments before we conclude Shabbat, how beautiful it is for us to kindle light, this time a different light, one that's intertwined with many flames, all bound together as one, as like our souls that have first started as separate entities and separate beings, and through this Shabbat day, and now through our Shabbat universe have become intertwined together. And we bring in the sweet symbols of the spices to invigorate us for the week that is yet to come, and to remind us, kind of awaken us to this reality that Shabbat, a taste of eternity, is reaching a conclusion. And we now have to go back out into the world where our hands and our hearts are needed to bring hope and healing in the world. And the sweetness of wine, in which we celebrate at each and every moment a sacred occasion, a way not only to rejoice in the presence of this moment and to celebrate that Shabbat is a day of fullness and a complete day of celebration and rest, but it's also a time in which the world is also calling us into partnership. And when we lift up the candle, and we lift up the spice, and we lift up the Kiddush wine, and we say these words are words that aren't given to us by commandment, but they're words that we recite from our hearts because they give us the imperative to go out into the world with our purpose for this week ahead. And I want to leave us with just a beautiful story about Elijah. We're going to talk a lot about Elijah in the coming week. And one of my favorite stories, it comes from the Talmud. And it's about, it's actually Rabbi Joshua who meets Elijah outside the city. And Elijah, by this time, has already become the kind of mythical figure that's supposed to announce the coming of the Messiah. So Elijah announces that the Messiah has indeed arrived. And Rabbi Joshua asks, where is the Messiah to be found? And Elijah points into a crowd, and there's a crowd of people, many people who are suffering from all kinds of illness and disease. And there are people there that are trying to heal them as much as possible. And when you're looking at a large crowd that needs healing, you want to try to do as much good for as much people as possible. And so you create all kinds of ways to industrialize the healing process. But the Messiah, according to Elijah, was the person that was sitting amongst the crowd and was bandaging and unbandaging and rebandaging all of the sores and the wounds of each and individual person. And I think that that is such a powerful, powerful message that we carry into this week. There's so many moments that we're going to hear just about the numbers that are astonishing. And we're going to think about the way that this is affecting all of us without recognizing that there are individuals for whom are deeply affected. And so let us listen to those stories. Let us respond to those stories. May this week be a week of sensitivity when we can act like the Messiah in the world, just like Rabbi Joshua saw thousands of years ago, and just like Elijah brings to us in this moment. So as Shabbat concludes, as we take our hands and our hearts and we bring them into the world, let us have the courage to take each and every person who needs a little bit of healing, whether it's a body or a spirit, and take each person's needs individually and give them the care that they need at this time. Let's sing the blessings as we conclude Havdalah together, as we conclude Shabbat together. And I hope that you all have candles. I see some of them are lit, and we're going to light our candles now as we begin the first blessings. Can you light it? Sure. Hine el Yeshuati eftach velo echad ki ozi bezimratya vayili lishua ushoktamayim besason mimane ha-Yeshua l'Adonai ha-Yeshua alam chaber chatecha selam Adonai tzvot imanu, miskav lanu Elohei Yaakov selah. Adonai tzvot asher adam boteach bach. Adonai Hoshia melech yonenu v'yom korenu. Yelanu kos Yeshuot esa uveshem Adonai ekra.
Bore
המבדיל בין קודש לחול, חטאותינו הוא ימחול, זרענו וכספנו ירבה כחול, וככוכבים בלילה. שבוע טוב, 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 שבוע טוב. אליהו הנביא, אליהו התשבי, אליהו, אליהו, אליהו הגלעדי, במהרה בימינו יבוא אלינו, עם משיח בן דוד, עם משיח בן דוד.
Shavua Tov, everyone. We wish you a good week. May happiness and joy increase. May gladness reign. May all the things that we hope for, that this Shabbat gave us the privilege to focus on, come to be a reality. May those who are in need of healing hear our prayers and be healed. May those who need our support feel our support, whether it's by reaching out and helping to give them their material needs or to provide for them spiritually. And as this is the week leading up to Pesach, may our gatherings, however they find themselves, virtually or just with your family in an intimate gathering, may it be a very enriching moment in which the great story of who we are as Jews is told and retold, and it is taken upon us as the story redeemed and renewed for another year of health and a blessing for us all. Shavua Tov, everyone. Thank you.
Shavua Tov, and have a wonderful Pesach, everybody.
Amen, amen. Anybody else want to wish a blessing? Go for it.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Rabbi Hoffman, and thank you, Cantor Baron and the family. We wish you all a Chag Sameach, and as it's written in the Torah, this is the new year, and I wish you a wonderful new year for all. Thank you.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you very much. Somebody else wishing a blessing.
Shavua Tov to everybody. Stay healthy, stay safe.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen, everyone. Anybody else got a blessing? Go ahead. Arash, let's hear yours.
Rabbi, this is Shabbat Hagadol, wasn't it?
It was Shabbat HaGadol. It was a great Shabbat.
Can you talk about the significance of that for just 2 minutes?
I will at another point. We're just giving blessings to each other, and we're going to say goodbye. But if you want, I'll definitely tell you all about the significance of it.
All right.
Short of it is, this was a great Shabbat, and it is the one that leads right up to the Passover holiday. So it's a great Shabbat leading up into a great
All right. Well, our family sends our deep blessings for health and happiness for everybody in the congregation, and for a meaningful Pesach and safety and security for all the Jews around the world.
Amen, amen.
Amen.
If I ever saw a time for a good week, this is it. Shabbat Tov, everybody.
Yeah, great was to see his children.
Thank you.
How great it is to see your children. We haven't seen them in a long, long time. Shavua Tov, Chag Sameach.
Shavua Tov, everyone. A beautiful
Shavua
week for
Tov,
everyone.
Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach, everybody. Shavua Tov. What a beautiful thing. Let's keep this tradition going. It's a wonderful.
Shavua Tov, Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach.